Hello folks and welcome to another exciting tutorial with Spinel Crochet. If you haven't subscribed, please do it now and hit the bell icon to get instant updates. Today I'll be showing you how to make this daisy flower. We work the yellow and the green center parts the same way, and then while joining them together we work on the white petals. So let's get into the pattern. I'll be using a 3.5mm crochet hook, and these are the three colors we'll be using. It's a nice way to use smaller yarn which is left over, and we're going to begin with the center part, and I'll start with the green. You can do any, so the green and yellow are both the same pattern. We start with a magic circle, so wrap your yarn around your first two fingers like this, crossing over, and at the back you'll have two strands. Hold it with your third finger, and with the hook under the first, pull out the second, and where this intersects, hold this with your right hand, release your fingers from the left, and then place the working yarn the way you hold it, and while keeping a grip on that little intersection, we're going to yarn over and pull through the loop on our hook to form a little knot, and just tighten the knot and your magic circle will stay in place now. So going into the circle, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over both loops, that is your single crochet. For the first round we'll be making a 6 single crochet, so this is number 4, 5 and 6. Now pulling the starting tail to close that center gap. Now for the next round we'll be working 2 single crochets in each stitch. So this is my first single crochet. You can place a stitch marker here if you like, but I'm just gonna count my way, and making 2 single crochets in each stitch makes it 12 single crochets in total. So I've done 2, this is 3, 4, moving to the next stitch, 5, 6, next stitch, 7, 8, next stitch, 9, 10, and the last stitch we'll have 2, 11 and 12. So this is the end of our round 2, and this is where we're going to cut off our yarn. I'll show you how to place your yarn here. So we're going to make a little invisible stitch, you can say, or a false stitch. So you see where your yarn is coming out from. So place your yarn on your hook, on your needle first, and then you look where your yarn is coming out. So the first stitch after that, we're going to skip that and you go under the second stitch. So go under both loops of that second stitch, pull it out all the way, and then you go into the space where the yarn is coming out from the last stitch of the round, go into the center and pull. So this stitch will form on top of the first stitch, so the count will still be 12, but it's just the way it's camouflaging, and it doesn't show where exactly the round ends, so you don't have a slip stitch anywhere on your last round. Similarly, I'm going to do it with the yellow yarn. Make a similar circle with 2 rounds, and we're ending the same way with a false stitch or hiding the first stitch. So you can pause the video anywhere you feel like it's going too fast. So once the two pieces are ready, the yellow and green, so keeping the right sides outside like this, so we have the right sides outside and the wrong sides are facing each other. Along with the yarn, you don't need to weave in. We'll do that while we work our way for the last round, which will be the white petals. Now going through both loops on any of the stitch, taking up yellow and then green, keeping yellow towards us and green at the back. Now place the white yarn on your hook and pull it through all the 4 stitches that you've gone under. And then yarn over and pull to make a little knot, and pulling the starting tail to tighten that knot. Now chain 3 over here, 1 2 3, yarn over and make a double crochet in that same stitch you just worked your first knot. So go into all the stitches of yellow and green, making sure you have the white yarn on top of the hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So keeping the strand slightly long so it matches the length of the starting chain 3. Now chain 3 again, and then go ahead and make a slip stitch in that same stitch. So going into all the loops and then pulling up a loop to pull it through the loop on your hook, that's a slip stitch. Now go into the next stitch, make sure you go from yellow to green and then yarn over and pull up a loop. So place the white yarn, the tail on top, and then that's just to hide our work. So this is a slip stitch and then chain 3, 1 2 3, yarn over and make a double crochet. So pull up this strand long enough and then make your double crochet. Here you can tuck the starting tail for the white yarn into the center, and this will just hold within the work. So chain 3 and then make a slip stitch in that same stitch, and then make a slip stitch in the next stitch. And this is the petal that we just completed, and this way we're going to complete the 10 more petals. So it's a total of 12 petals. So with a slip stitch in the next stitch, you chain 3, then a double crochet and a chain 3, make a slip stitch in the same stitch, and then you move on to the next stitch. And while you work, when you're close to the end, you can tuck in all the yarn which is hanging, the green, yellow and the white. Just tuck it into the center and keep working the petals until you close the whole length, a whole circle. Yeah, so you have 12 petals at the end. I hope you understand the pattern. It's not very difficult, it's really easy to use, and in the next video I'll show you how I've actually used these flowers. So look out for my videos and look out for the short videos as well. I hope you enjoy the content on my channel. I look forward to hearing comments, and if you have any suggestions of what I should do next, please drop by a comment, drop a like, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.